Welcome to the Sold Too Early Sports Card Podcast. We're like Denny's past midnight. Dirty, questionable stains, and filled with regret. That's Kai. I'm a Waffle House stands. Yeah, just, average Tuesday night going on here. Kai, how the hell you doing?
I'm doing good. Pancakes sound pretty good, honestly.
I've never been to Waffle House, but in light of some funny situations on Instagram these days, I had to write the intro the way I did, and I can't wait for 17 videos as a result of this.
I didn't know if this was meant as like a slight towards that. I was assuming it was.
It wasn't meant to be a slight. It's more of like the person's name is Denny's, and
I wasn't sure if that's what you were going for. If it was just like ironic.
It was meant to be ironic, but it was just funny, and I had to do it. So I can't wait for 17 video responses as a joke. This was a joke. It's a joke. It's a prank, bro. The camera's right there, bro. It's a joke. It's funny. Moving on. We got Dallas next week. Finally started prepping for that. That's going to be a fun show, especially with Fanatics Fest being canceled, which we talked about last week. Super unfortunate. Bad situation over there. EJ actually called me twice about that last week during the situation, kind of gave me an update. I really feel bad for everyone who was negatively impacted as a result. The only positive you can say as a result, quote unquote, is now Dallas is going to be nuclear. It basically is the last major show of 2024 with a couple decent little things in November and December, but it's my last hurrah for 2024, and I'm ready to give it my all.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really even know what to expect would be good there. I'm assuming maybe people will be unloading their basketball, but I guess I don't know what else would be really that popular besides like the normal stuff being transacted.
You can almost start going for baseball again. Like, we know how the cycle works. This time, 3 months from now, we're all going to be buying 19-year-old Dominican kids who we've never heard of and never watched play because someone's going to be buying it in the spring. And you can get started now buying some Bowman Chrome. I mean, it's not the worst play. I have a lot of high-quality football coming in, some decent basketball. Not touching any baseball right now of anyone except for Bowman Chrome, obviously. And just going to kind of play it out and see how things look in a couple days.
Yeah, it just feels like sports are like in such a weird spot. I mean, basketball starts tonight. Football, there's a lot of like weird stuff happening. Like the Commanders are one of the best teams. Baseball is like the two most popular teams in the World Series. It's just like weird.
Makes me happy. I'm quite happy it's Yankees Dodgers. Two of my best friends are Mets fans, and they were being quite annoying. So I'm quite happy the Dodgers are in there. Now they've pivoted to telling me that Juan Soto is going to the Mets, which if he does, I will be more upset. If the Yankees win the World Series, and Juan Soto does not stay and he goes to the Mets, I will be happy that they won a World Series, but my friends will never ever let it go. And if they lose and he goes to the Mets, I'm going to disappear off social media.
That'd be brutal. I mean, you'd have to think those are probably two of the more likely options, right?
Those are both nuclear options. The true nuclear option is the Dodgers beat the Yankees, and then Juan Soto goes to the Dodgers. I think
that wouldn't even be like.
I would blow a full gasket.
I think every team except for the Dodgers would blow a gasket.
It would be that is the nuclear option, the true nuclear option.
I think you'd almost get to a point with that where they're spending more money on their payroll than like the entire National League combined.
I don't think it's that.
It would get close.
It would get quite nuclear. That is the most toxic thing that I can think of right now. Some other toxic stuff, of course. The situation with Topps Mercury seems to just be getting kind of worse and worse. People are not happy overall with the resale market on these. They're already down a good amount from, the boxes were $8K each. You can get some RPAs now for under $2,500.
Did you see the entire like lot that Mike has?
Yeah, so remind me to screenshot that tonight before it goes away because it was a story. But MC Mike, who's a great guy, by the way, his consignment service got in, I don't know, let's say 10 to 25 different Wemby RPAs from Topps Mercury. Those are going to auction. It's not his fault. He's a consignment service. He can do whatever he wants. Like, it'd be foolish to turn away business. Those are going to drop as a result 5 to 10% overall, just because of how many are flooding the market from him. Not his fault once again, but like, that's just the reality of the situation. What was interesting though, and Kai and I were having this discussion before the podcast. I knew this had happened, but I'd forgotten what the price had gone for. Sotheby's actually had sold the Wemby NBA debut jersey. It did $762,000. And what's crazy about this jersey is, first off, obviously, I would imagine that Wemby probably wore multiple jerseys during his NBA debut, probably 2 or 3, realistically. I would be very shocked if there was just one and he didn't keep it. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I'd have to imagine it can't be more than 2, though, because you probably would have saw him like switching on the sideline.
You either were. Would you have really been paying attention to that?
Well,
though?
no, but I think that would have been like notable, honestly, if there was more than like one change at halftime.
I have to imagine that, like, if there was any reason why you didn't see Wemby, or could have taken 5 seconds to switch a jersey, no one was paying attention or caught it. Sure. At a minimum, I imagine there's 2. I have to imagine he owns one of them, and it's like framed up, or someone has it like in his family, and it's somewhere. And this one was, he wore it in the second half, let's say, and like that's his NBA debut jersey, because it's true, and that does happen. That is something that has been reported numerous times in sports, that people will change their jerseys. I can't say definitely that's happened. I imagine it's happened here. Point still is, he wore it in his NBA debut. We can't deny that. I imagine also they probably only have used like 10 to 20% of the jersey as is to cut up for those relics for the Topps Mercury set. I have to believe that we will be seeing patches from this jersey and high-end products from Topps for the next decade plus, especially if Wemby's good, like as good as people think he's going to be.
I was gonna say, if Wemby's good, like, really, Dave.
You know what I'm trying, like, if
no, I know what you meant, but I just thought it was funny.
So we're gonna get into this later because we're gonna talk NBA gambling, obviously. There's a Wemby special on FanDuel. To record a quadruple double this year, Wemby has a plus 1,200. That is fucking absurd. That is something that's not been done in either of our lifetimes, Kai. It happened. The last time it's happened was David Robinson in 1994.
I mean, even that 50 point seems like a plus 130 for 50 points.
That's nothing. That's crazy. It's ridiculous. And the crazy thing, too, is Wemby got close as a rookie, 23, 15, 9, and 8 against Denver in April. It's not as...
You know what his career high is? I'm looking it up if you don't.
I have to imagine it's like 35 to 40. I don't think he had a game.
He had 40, which...
Okay, there you go. So, like, that doesn't shock me that his career high is only 40 through 1 year. I think a 60-point game would be asinine. The fact that quadruple double is twice as more likely to happen for him, according to these betting odds, than 60 points, goes to show you the amount of hype and expectations for Wemby. The betting odd it's plus 1,200 for a quadruple double is ridiculous. Any other player in the current NBA, except for like maybe prime LeBron, or he could turn back the clock one night, would be plus 50,000 because it's not happened in.
Can you do something for me?
Yeah.
Can you try to parlay the 60-point game with the quadruple double?
I will do that off stream. I actually don't have a FanDuel account.
Okay, I didn't know if you did.
But
I could see, like, imagine if it was a 60-point quadruple double.
Kai, that would be that'd be the greatest basketball game of all time.
Yeah, I mean, even 40-point quadruple double would be like the best game, probably.
Well, I don't know the stat line for David Robinson when he did it.
Well, I know Russell Westbrook had like a 30, 20, 10 game, I think, or something.
Yeah. A 60
not
point,
saying the same thing, but
a 60-point quadruple double game would be the greatest NBA game of all time. It would easily surpass Walt's 100 in a fast-paced game where Walt was more
I don't know
dominant.
about
A 60-point quadruple double, I think, would be more impressive.
I mean, personally, I would never be in the NBA, but I'd rather have a 100-point game.
Sure, it's just a clean number. Like,
Well, it's just like cooler, I feel like.
I think it's more impressive, but we can have that discussion. It's fucking apparently the betting odds are not as crazy, so
Yeah, those odds are like actually insane. I've never seen anything like that before.
I would turn around and say, what was I gonna say? I completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, Wemby's a true unicorn. This jersey, though, that we're showing on screen, the NBA debut one, they're probably making products with for the next decade plus. If Wemby lives up to the hype and expectations of him, like, I don't believe any patch other than like a 2 or 3 color relic exists in Topps Mercury. Like, they're not using the Spurs logo right here. They're not using Nike swoosh.
The Jumpman, right?
The Jumpman has not appeared.
I thought they used the Jumpman.
This one from the debut.
Sorry, the like Nike thing.
The swoosh.
Is that not this jersey?
This is
the Jordan logo.
That's a different card, I believe, because that jersey I believe was black. So that was like from like the 1,000-point game or something.
I haven't used anything from this, yeah.
So like, you have to imagine this jersey cost $750,000. Let's say they waive the buyer's premium or whatever, that's all in, whatever the cost is. Fanatics is a business, they're going to do this intelligently. I'm going to say at some point in time when they have the NBA license and Wemby's still signing high-end cards, obviously, you know, whether it's Dynasty basketball or their version of Eminence or their version of Flawless, whatever you end up calling it or doing, or making their own Wemby product again, basically, because that's what Mercury is, both licensed, and you're able to say, hey, you know, we used this NBA debut jersey of Wemby. The chase card is the logo, man. That'll be a multiple $1 million plus card, even if it's not rookie, but because of the fact that it's the
rookie game.
Yeah, rookie NBA debut game. That'll happen at some point in time.
I have a fun hypothetical about this. Do you think the rest of the jersey has been like cut up preemptively, like with however they want to use it in the future, or do you think it's sitting there like a kid took scissors to it and there's just like patches missing?
That's really funny. So there was a video like a decade ago at this point that Panini had put out on how they actually produced jersey patches. So I don't know if that's still relevant at all. I don't know if like Topps has a different process. I have to imagine it's very similar, if not the exact same. So I have to believe this jersey is cut up somewhere, sitting in a bag titled Wemby on it. What?
It's like just sitting in a drawer.
It honestly probably is. Like, it's a piece of clothing. It might be put away specially. Hey, we have LeBron's over here, we have Jordan's over here, we have Wemby over here, Curry, Durant, whatever. We have like these tier players in this specific area, lock and key, so people can't steal it. But like, yeah, like it's not. I don't imagine it's like framed somewhere in like Michael Rubin's office. Or if it is, we have a problem.
I just thought it'd be funny if it was sitting on a hanger with like patches missing all over the place.
That would be pretty funny. There were some other Wemby jerseys that sold on Sotheby's at other points in time. This one was an Icon edition. This at $120,000. Just feels like a value play, kind of hilariously.
It's insane.
I know. And then this one, this was their Skills Challenge game worn jersey. This did only $44,000, and I think it's actually the full uniform, actually, which is actually crazy. Right? I
kind of get it though. Like, it's not game worn, but on the flip side, it is cool. It's the only one like that he wore in that.
I mean, yeah, I'd obviously rather have the NBA debut one, but this is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like full uniform for the price. You know, saying $40,000 is a steal is something, but like it's pretty cool for the price.
No, this is just badass. I mean, I could definitely look for more Victor as well.
They wore this uniform in season 2, though, right? I think I would have to.
I believe that was just like their All-Star game type thing, but
I think they wore like their like alternate like throwbacks in that, so I think that was probably something they wore.
Here's a double one selling for $102,000.
Probably got a double in like every single game he played.
Wemby game worn shoes from Metropolitan 92s, $26,000. Wild.
I wonder what size those are.
Size 50. No, probably like size like 24 or some
Probably
shit.
similar to Shaq, I would think.
I have to imagine that, yeah.
Is that a chair?
Rising Stars practice jersey sold for
Are those
$14,000.
his like underpants and
I'll go there in a second. Yeah,
okay.
like this is just a practice jersey, 14 grand. This is his locker room setup. It's
Kind
10
of sick.
grand.
I can't lie.
It's kind of neat. It's kind of weird they kept the bottles though.
What the fuck?
Hang on, let's see.
I didn't notice that.
So you get his chair.
They're like full, aren't they?
It's kind of weird. I mean, you have his shoes, you have like his warm up gear, you have his chair, his hangers. Looks like his probably either leg sleeves or elbow sleeves, whatever.
But there's
I don't
just
know.
like 3 full bottles of water.
It's a little weird, a little strange.
How much did that sell for? 9,000.
Yeah, you get his shooting shirt, warm up pants, his shoes, size 22. There you go, Kai. Socks, compression leggings, shooting sleeves, assorted water bottles, aluminum chair, and plastic hangers. Holy fucking shit.
Are these worn?
The set includes game worn rising shooting shirt, warmer pants, shooting sleeves. So the shooting shirt is game worn.
Everything else is just from Nike.
Yeah, basically. I mean, it's
Crazy.
either like in his locker or something else. Kind of strange. I won't even lie.
You can dress like Wemby.
You need 2 of you to dress like Wemby there. Rising Stars game, okay. Skills challenge is mentioned.
So that's probably the jersey they got the thing from, right?
So they probably got it from this one.
Yeah.
The Rising Star, or this is just City Edition or Statement Edition. Sorry, there's a few different jerseys, but that makes sense for the Jumpman right there. That's probably where they got it from.
That's insane. It's a 10th of the price almost.
I know. But you have to, once again, you have multiple logo men now. Because, like, obviously, the NBA logo man's there, championship tag is there. Like,
you also just have, like, the logo patches and stuff.
Yeah. Like, and his nameplate.
The laundry tags.
Yeah. Like, you could have an entire subset in Dynasty basketball of, like, imagine it's just the card and it's the letter sideways with like either his autograph on top of it or like a clear cover like Strata did, and you have like him sign on top of that.
You know what would be insane is if they did it like Letterman back in the day and made like a pop-up like booklet.
Oh my god,
that'd be insane.
Isn't Letterman upper deck though, or is that?
I think you might be right, but I don't know.
I mean, you could still do it.
Either way, you could rip it off in some way.
Yeah.
That'd be insane.
No, that'd be a lot of fun, but this is cool to keep in mind for the future. We are not done, in my opinion, with rookie game worn Wemby stuff. I truly think it's just the beginning. So, like, keep this in mind for 5 to 10 years. If like Wemby ends up being the guy who can get a quadruple double in his second year, because
you know what's crazy though is that it's probably more likely than not that in the future that'll be even lower.
I mean, if Wemby stays healthy, there is a world where this is like, oh, like that's a value player. 12 blocks, you could do that tomorrow, no big deal. 8.
I mean, dude, 12 blocks is insane, and that's plus 900.
It is just as likely, according to betting odds, that Wemby gets 15 assists in one game or a quadruple double. Holy fuck.
The last player to have, let me see, someone hasn't had 12 blocks in a game in 10 years.
Was it like Shaq or something?
It was Hassan Whiteside. It's only happened 3 times this century.
Who are the other 2?
JaVale McGee and Keon Clark. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who Keon Clark is either.
But
just crazy. Yeah. Wemby to average 24, 12, and 5 blocks leader in the 24-25 regular season. That feels like a steal at plus 310 too.
24, 12, and 5.
Yeah. Like that feels like the most tame thing in this Wemby special, which is crazy.
I mean, yeah, it's like a all-star stat line, honestly.
Yeah. Crazy. And being a blocks leader is probably like the one trip up, but like I feel like that's more about being healthy than anything else.
I mean, these odds are just something else.
I know. All right, let's go into kind of our predictions for NBA awards. This just so happened to be FanDuel Sportsbook, not affiliated, not sponsored, all that good shit. It's just what came up on Google when we talked about this because I did not prep as much as I used to. So, regular season MVP. I really want to be a little bit spicy here.
I do too. I'm trying to think.
I really listen. Like, I think the Timberwolves are going to be worse without Cat. The main parameter to keep in mind here is generally you're saying the MVP is going to be one of the top two teams in the East or West. There have been instances where it's not been. Russell Westbrook won an MVP while not being the first or second seed. Michael Jordan's done it before. I think there's one more in the very recent.
I could be totally wrong, but did Jokic not win his last one when they were like top 5? Or
Jokic might have been the most recent one, but I remember that statistic being a thing. So it doesn't matter as much. I want to say Anthony Edwards.
I'm going like a similar route, I think. I think I'm going to go Ja.
Ja at plus 4,000 is...
He's 3,000.
3,000, I'm sorry. That feels pretty spicy.
He's got to be healthy, obviously, but...
Yeah, I think you're saying this like in a world where they play 75 games, because I think the requirement anyway is like 55 or something now, so...
Yeah, which is why I would take out like half this list, honestly.
Yeah, Embiid's not doing it. Embiid's already not doing it.
Zion's probably not doing it. Zion's probably not doing it.
Zion, Embiid, Durant, Curry.
Giannis gets hurt quite a bit, honestly.
Giannis almost feels like a value play here in a way, but I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna be Luka. I don't think it's gonna be SGA. I think Jokic could win again. Like that.
Scroll down a little bit. Is there anyone else?
Booker's not going to do it.
Jaylen Brown's not winning MVP. Like
Jaylen Brown is not winning MVP.
Yeah, once you get down here, it starts to get a little. You know, I have a really sneaky one. I think you might say the same exact thing. But Tyrese Maxey.
Oh, Tyrese Maxey. Okay, there's a conceivable world where that happens, where PG and Embiid do not play enough games to qualify, but they play enough where the Sixers are pretty good, like third seed in the East, and Maxey comes out and scores like 32 points a game. Like, it could reasonably happen, and I think the narrative for that to happen makes a lot more sense than guys above him like Donovan Mitchell, Anthony Davis, Halliburton, Jaylen Brown.
I mean, once you get to this little range, it's kind of like a crapshoot.
Yeah. Like,
I had to save my bias takes for the next categories, though.
That's fair. Like, dude, for someone, oh my God, for Domantas Sabonis to win MVP, something terrible has to happen.
God, dude, Trae Young at 25,000 makes me want to bet that so bad.
It's just not going to happen. You're not going to win enough games.
Insane, though.
Trae Young would have to average like 35, 40 points.
I mean, I don't think we win enough games to be a top 2 seed, but.
No. And in order for him to otherwise do it, he'd have to average like 35 and 10 on like 55% shoot. Something ridiculous.
He averaged 30 and 10 and didn't make the All-Star game.
35 and 15, 55% shooting, 45 from 3, 90-something% from the free throw line. Hawks win 48 games or something like that.
Mikal Bridges is nasty. How is that possible? He's not even close to that.
This is I mean, he's been messing with his 3-point shot, apparently. It's been
He's like the 5th best player on the Knicks. Probably. I don't even know, but
very wild, very crazy.
This next one's insane to me that there's this big of a gap.
I don't feel strongly about any of these rookies.
The gap from 1 to 2 is insane.
I think the rationale here is Zach Edgy can like probably score like 12 to 14 a game, put up good defense, and like get like average double and probably just win it. Like, I don't know. I don't feel strongly about any of these rookies. I think Alexander Sarr could be a decent little play here at plus 1,000, and just in general, my prediction, just because like they're gonna be trash. He's gonna probably play 35 minutes a game, so he might just put up like 20 points on poor efficiency or something.
Yeah, I have 3 dudes. I'd be between Reed Shepherd, my guy Zachary Ricochet, and Dalton Connect.
Like, yeah, I feel very strongly about this one. This is a pretty boring rookie class, it seems like.
Boring, but I will say I think this is going to be a very underrated rookie class. I think there's going to be a lot of like solid NBA players.
Yeah, you're gonna have 15 Marvin Williams or like 10 like who's like a decent role player. You have like 10
I think you have a lot of like TJ McConnells.
yeah, like they know their role. Hey man, Seth Curry over here, another Seth Curry and another
Curry's
Seth Curry.
ass.
What?
I said Seth Curry's ass.
Nah, he was good for a while there.
He was good for like 2 seasons.
Victor at minus 155 feels right.
That's insane.
Like the
Has a
only
player
other
ever been minus to win an award before, besides Rookie of the Year?
maybe MVP, like maybe like Shohei or Judge or something in baseball, but like if you want me to not say Victor, I would say Rudy Gobert, but I'm not, I'm not feeling that differently about it.
Yeah, if you want me to go spicy, I would say Herb Jones.
Herb Jones is fun there. I'd probably put Giannis over him. Like obviously is the betting I'd say as well, but like I don't see a world where Victor does not win DPOI.
Yeah, man, if he drops 12 blocks in a game, I think he's gonna win.
Yeah, I mean like that's pretty good. LeBron at 50,000 feels like I'd throw $1 on it just cause, but like it's not gonna happen.
No.
Most improved.
All right, here's where I'm going crazy biased. There's no way Jalen Johnson does not win this award.
If Wemby does the things that you bet the stupid money on, it's going to be Wemby.
No, you can't give Wemby most improved. It logically does not make sense.
I think the way
people are putting him as a top 5 to 10 player in the NBA. He can't prove from that.
I think I don't know. Josh Giddey being number 2 here is also crazy, by the way.
It's crazy, actually. I didn't even know that. Also, Jalen Williams already had like 2 breakout seasons. Like, how is he most improved?
I would vote for Kuminga here, or I'd go with Kuminga if I couldn't say Wemby. But I also, not for nothing, Kai, one of the first episodes we did on this podcast was talking about most improved, and I said Kuminga, and I was a year or 2 early, but like, I guess I was a step early on that one. So if I can't say Victor, I'm going to say Kuminga.
Yeah, I would go Jalen or Evan Mobley for my non-biased answer.
Yeah. I mean, everything else here seems kind of dumb. Paolo, same argument you can make for Wemby, I guess. RJ Barrett's not going to win most improved. Franz, I guess, if he gets a little bit better at shooting threes or he drops a couple more points a game or whatever. Jalen Green is interesting here, but like, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Moving through 6th man of the year. I don't really have a strong opinion on any of this. I
don't either. I mean, yeah.
If you want to be, I will be bold and say, fucking, I don't know, man. Didn't Jordan Clarkson win it last year?
I think Naz Reid did.
Was Clarkson second then?
I think I want to say Malik Monk was top 3 as well. Could be wrong. I'm pretty sure Naz Reid won though.
I could have sworn he was in contention then.
He probably was. He usually is.
Okay, he won it in 2020, and then was okay. So I'm clearly a little bit out of my
back to COVID, Dave.
Yeah, dude. Fucking the last 4 years, man, have been wild.
Russell Westbrook's sneaky.
I don't think he'll play enough. I think he's cooked.
Yeah. I mean, I obviously would biasly also pick Bogdanovich, but
like he is probably gonna.
He had a decent season last year.
He knows his role now, but like I just don't think. I mean, he was 7th last year.
70 games last year.
So Naz Reid, Malik Monk, Bobby Portis. Yeah, I mean, like I think he's just gonna be too old to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to go back here. All right, I will officially throw my hat in the ring for Dante DiVincenzo.
I was gonna say him too. I'll go with Bogey then.
Fine. That makes sense for you. Moving through NBA Coach of the Year.
I'm going.
who do I think can actually pull off something crazy here? Because the rationale has to be not only does your team have to have expectations, they have to exceed them as well. So
Yeah, that's kind of why I like the Grizzlies. I think they had a terrible year because everyone was hurt, and then
did Ime Udoka win Coach of the Year last year?
Rockets.
Yeah.
No, I think Missoula did, right? Or no?
I'll tell you right now.
Oh, he won, I think. No, he won
No,
here
that
before.
can't be right. That was 2 years ago.
You're right.
It was OKC. Okay.
Makes a lot of sense, actually.
That makes a lot of sense. So, who do I think can exceed expectations? I'm gonna go with Ime Udoka from the Rockets.
Nice. It's a good thing.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Who'd you say? You said
I said the
coach?
Grizzlies coach.
Clutch Player of the Year.
This award makes no sense to me, but like, is there a way this is like determined, or obviously they vote, but like
I don't know. I will throw fucking Jalen Brunson as my vote.
I won't pick Trey. I'll pick. Can you scroll down a little bit?
Yeah.
Pick someone fun. A little bit more.
You go real down.
Keep it going.
Oh, George.
No. I'm gonna go with LaMelo Ball.
No, that's bad. That's
when he wins, we're gonna come back here.
Man, 14 wins for the
I'm gonna
Hornets.
get your 50% equity in the company.
14 wins for the Hornets. 7 of them game winner threes by LaMelo.
Yeah, 14 game winners.
That's all they're gonna get. MVP of the finals. Shit.
Not the NBA Cup below it. That's
next
so
one,
stupid.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh God, who do I confidently think is gonna win the finals?
I honestly, there's so much parity nowadays. It's like tough.
If you want to be spicy and you think this is the year,
Don't say it.
You bet both Chet and Jalen.
Well, you skipped the best player.
I'm not gonna go and say Jokic. Sorry, Shane.
No, I meant on the Thunder.
Oh no, I know that.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I understand SGA is probably
Got it.
He's the second. I'm not choosing SGA.
I didn't know what you meant.
What I'm more saying is, if you think the Thunder are the actual like title favorites, bet the other player.
Yeah, I mean, typically, it's tough to say. I feel like the best player typically wins, though. Honestly.
I mean, Jaylen Brown.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
That's kind of why I'm saying that.
I think prior to that, though, the best players typically almost always won. Right?
I chose 2 players at plus 7,500, Kai.
Okay, go back down. Go back down. Let me see the list.
I'll make it smaller if you want.
Well, that makes it harder to read, but it's fine.
All right. Well, I don't fucking know, dude.
Keep going.
Maxi at plus 8,000 feels like a fun.
That's who I'm leaning, but I want to diversify my portfolio, so I'm gonna go with I'll go with Kyrie Irving.
I mean, you're basically doing the same argument that I just did.
Yeah, I know. I hate them, so it's whatever.
I hate Kyrie Irving so much.
I don't even hate him. I just can't. Luka's not winning a championship, so it's fine.
I don't think he is either. Not this year.
I don't think he ever was.
If I want to go with a more conservative pick,
Jaylen Brown at 1,300 just because he's on the Celtics is insane.
I know. I think if I'm going to go with like an actual top pick here, it's going to be Jokic. If Denver wins the finals, it's because of him.
Yeah, Jokic feels like the safest pick. I mean, I would go Shea just for fun. I mean, if they make it, I can't see him not winning.
That's the reason why I chose the other two, because like in a world where I'm trying to be fun there, like I'm gonna go with the higher betting odd, and then you just like parlay it.
We should each do a $1 parlay of like every one of these.
Oh God, we're gonna be fucking so broke. NBA Cup Who
Yeah, this is
cares?
so fucking stupid.
Donovan Mitchell, done.
It's gonna be some stupid dude. I'm gonna go with like Paolo.
Hell is a fun. I'm gonna choose Pascal Siakam.
It's funny because I could so see that happening.
Right? It's
Didn't the
entirely.
Lakers win last year?
Yeah, I think LeBron might have won the MVP of it.
That's so stupid.
I know. What else do we have? Oh, one other thing we got to talk about today: piggy banks. What
Holy
the
fuck!
And this is so for anyone who is not aware of what piggy banks is.
That one sold like a month ago for 100,000. That can't be real.
It's apparently real. So what this is, it is an artist who created like custom trading cards off iconic images. So the Jumpman is mixed with I don't know what it was, but there's some cool ones. The Otani one is pretty dope. LeBron James, that's pretty neat. LeBron James again. This is the Mandalorian, so it's Michael Jordan in Star Wars. This is LeBron and Honus
That
Wagner.
almost looks racist.
So I'm not racist this week. The piggy banks owner is.
That is crazy. That looks like I don't even know.
That one is.
Oh, you know what it looks like? This might also just be racist, but it looks like the D's Nuts guy. Because I know
It does. It does. It does look like the D's Nuts guy. That is.
I just remember they edited him on that card.
Yes.
At one point.
They've done a few of them. This one is.
I don't
pretty
get
cool.
the mini. Like, if you're gonna make an art card, why would you want a mini?
There's Shohei again. This is a mix-up of Marvel and DC. Brady. This one's not even cool though.
No, these feel like the biggest like pump and dump of anything since like the Hot Shot thing.
God bless Hot Shot. God bless Project 2020.
Yeah, and I think this is worse than 2020. I mean,
this is kind of weird. Why is Ronaldo kissing his hand?
I don't know. Is there a trophy in between them or no? Or is he literally just kissing?
Like the crown.
Oh, I think he's handing him the crown.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Messi's better than Ronaldo, but
Probably
like,
pissed off Ronaldo fans.
Yeah, that's not. Wait, what?
That's a Pokemon card, isn't it?
This is a piggy bank. It's okay. That's kind of cool. It's
I
Walt.
don't get it though.
It's Walt Disney. How are these not like copyright infringement?
Are we just assuming that, or
it says Walt Disney,
okay.
Oswald. Oswald the rabbit was created before Mickey Mouse.
That's actually, I kind of like this one. I can't lie.
I like this one too.
This one's pretty cool.
I don't know how it's not copyright infringement. I guess it's also like fair use. I don't freaking know.
Well, his name's not on there anywhere, is it?
It could be in Japanese. I have no idea.
Yeah, we have no idea what that's. Wouldn't it be funny if that's just a bunch of random characters in Japanese?
It's fucking Wingdings.
That's pretty cool, honestly.
No, they're sick.
Some of them are kind of stupid, but this one's cool.
No, like a lot of them are actually pretty cool. I would not spend $6,000 on this. I would spend like $50 as like a print and like put it on a wall. I wanted to.
I wonder, does he sell prints of them?
I guarantee you, Kai, you could get a print made of these. Ethical or not, that's not the question.
Would you rather off and start making prints on Etsy?
Yeah, or you just like, hey, go to ChatGPT or any of the AI tools, or go to Fiverr and be like, hey, make a scan of this for me in 18 by 20, and I just want it for myself and save you $5,000.
Well, see, like this one looks stupid. I get the concept, but I think it looks stupid.
Yeah, but like $6,000. Okay.
Shit.
Medusa and Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It just looks really stupid.
Once again, like this is just
that looks like a straight off, like right from Topps Chrome.
It's Lewis Hamilton and Ferrari. Yeah.
You know what? That actually is kind of.
This one's cool, but once again, like,
yeah, I just wonder what they'll sell for in 5 years. Like, there's no way these hold
zero. They'll sell for nothing.
The only thing
Like,
it has going for it is they are like typically very short printed, I think, if not 101s. A lot of them are like out of 10 or 20, I think. So,
okay, let's see what NBA Top Shot's at right now.
well, yeah, that was my opinion, but I don't know. I think it's so tough to say because it is physical. Like you will actually like own it compared to these, but
Oh man, this person held this Top Shot for 9 months, 20 cents. What'd you get, boy? Oh, it's just the crypto market. Okay,
is
no,
there a way to? Oh wait, are you not on Top Shot?
I was on Crypto Tracker. Can I check prices? Top sales.
Is Top Shot like not a website anymore?
I'll check in a second. $2,500. Oh yeah, 4 hours ago. Here we go.
You could buy a pack for $4,000.
Oh man,
Oh wait, no.
we're so back, baby. Top Shot beta, still in beta. Here we go. Jesus.
Is it bad that I kind of want to buy a pack?
If you buy a pack, just do it live here. Can you at least do that for me?
If I can figure out how to do it, I gotta put my credit card in. It's gonna take.
Oh man, real moment of Victor. 3,300. Would you rather have a real Victor Wembanyama putting his jersey on, or on a small piece of the game worn jersey?
You could own the entire chair setup.
You can own 1/3 of the chair setup. I think that was like 10 grand.
Dude, we laugh at this, but if you click the Wembanyama legendary out of 50, is that what you're on?
The legendary number 32. Yeah.
Click that. And then click that little eye where wait. Is this the right one? I'm gonna link it to you in the chat and just click on it.
Okay. Man, there's 6 available. $3,900. What a steal!
Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking at. But dude, look, the average sale is $2,900, and 10 of them have sold for that on average.
10 sold in the last 95 days.
That's
Jeez.
insanity for this to still be selling like that.
And this is dead. This is a dead project.
Is dead. That would have been like triple that. I just thought that was
32,
crazy.
39. Like, this is fully a dead project, by the way.
Oh my god, dude! People are buying this Chet one for like $1,000. It's sold.
Listen, here's what it comes down to. Here's the actual truth. You cannot tell people how to spend their money because they're so stupid they're going to lose it anyway. Whether it's buying Will Levis or Josh Rosen like I did, or 19-year-old Dominican kids and hoping they become next Mike Trout. There's stupid people every single day putting money into sports cards or sports card adjacent items. You can't fix stupid, Kai. You can't. It's just impressive.
Well, I mean, if it makes you feel better, you can only buy 1,000 packs per account. Per set.
Per set. Okay. Yeah. No. Doesn't make you feel any better.
Oh, wait. The Bronny James is on here. I wonder. Oh, well, sorry, Bronny. You only sell for $24.
Would you rather have to only be able to collect NBA Top Shot cards? What's the team you hate the most in the NBA, Kai?
Team I hate most? Not really. I mean, I don't like Luka, but.
Well, all right. This makes it less fun then. Who is the player you dislike the most in all sports currently in their league?
Oh man, probably. Oh man, that's tough, dude. Probably like Michael Thomas.
Okay. Well, this is gonna be a dumb question then. All right, you either are only allowed to collect Top Shot cards forever, or Michael Thomas wins a ring.
He's not even on the team.
That's why this is stupid.
I'd rather collect Top Shots.
Wow.
I despise the Saints.
That's completely fair.
What about you? Would you rather have to only buy Top Shots or have Juan Soto blow the World Series?
Oh God! If Juan Soto goes to Juan Soto cannot go to the Mets.
Nah, you didn't hear you guys are up 3-0 and you blow the series because of Juan Soto, and then he goes to the Mets.
I don't think my heart could take it. I think I'd rather collect Top Shot. I would choose Top Shot in that situation 10 out of 10 times. I would do the same thing if you offered it instead of Kyrie winning an NBA ring, because I hate Kyrie Irving so much. This is counterproductive, but I hate Ben Simmons.
Dude's just throwing out a hit list right now.
But Ben Simmons is the fucking worst.
I don't even hate Ben Simmons. Like, he didn't do anything wrong to me. He just sucks.
He just make
a lot of money off Ben Simmons. Or
did I make a lot of money off Ben Simmons? I made some money on Ben Simmons, but like, he's just the softest bitch ever. I'm pretty sure Charmin uses him as their inspiration for the toilet paper.
Well, funny enough, I was gonna say I think he might have a solid year.
Okay, 8-4-2. Here we come. 31 games played. No,
I'm gonna say like 10, 7, and 5.
Dude, whoa! That's a career year there now.
No, that's really solid though.
Ben Simmons is ass. He's just like
someone's never coming around.
Never coming around to Ben Simmons ever.
What if the Nets have won the finals this season?
If the Nets won the finals this year and Ben Simmons is MVP of that NBA finals, my head would explode.
Parlay that shit.
Last year in 15 games, 12 starts, 6, 8, and 6. Triple single. There you go.
You're forgetting his steal.
Oh yeah, and
got to round up and his block.
1 steal, 1 block.
Yeah, and
like
only 2 turnovers.
Ben Simmons just never decided to get better at basketball.
Dude, like, look at his awards. Like the first 4 seasons.
He's done. He's just done.
Rookie of the Year, All-Star, Defensive Player of the Year 4, All-Star, All-NBA 3rd team, MVP 12, All-Star, and then nothing.
Like, it wouldn't even shock me if Ben Simmons is out of the league after his contract with the Nets is over. Like,
well,
he might go.
So funny is that it literally, like, Trae Young broke him.
Yeah, no, that's completely valid. He's got 1 more year with the Nets. It would not shock me. He was like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna go back to Australia. I want to go home. Like, I'm just gonna go chill." Or he might try and sign. He might try this year because he wants to get more NBA contracts. But the man's made already $163 million. He's gonna make 40 this year. He could be done. He could just be like, "No, I'm good. Fuck this. I don't want to try anymore."
I mean, yeah. I mean, I would think someone would sign him, but
he might not. He might not want to, or like, might not show enough. Like,
well, you know what's also kind of crazy is that at the time his contract was like insane, but like nowadays with what people are getting, his contract's like not that insane.
If he was contributing, yeah, like Markel.
Yeah, obviously that is a point, but I'm just saying, like in the like 5 170s, like half of what like Dame just got, I think.
Dude, Markel Fultz can't get signed right now, and he is trying.
Yeah, there's some solid players that are free agents going into the season. Like I think Dennis Smith Jr. is a free agent. He had a solid year last year.
I think didn't DSJ come back to the Nets?
No, he's a free agent, but he was on the Nets last year. I think he.
That's why I thought he came back. No, he didn't. Okay, he didn't come back. Okay. But
Lonnie Walker's a free agent. He had
he just got cut. Year.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you that 8-3 on 47% shooting, 22% from 3 is good, but Fultz could be a backup or even 3rd point guard for you.
Fultz is a very serviceable like backup point guard, if not like a starter for a little bit.
It would be quite sad if his career is over at 25, 26.
Breaking news, Andy Dalton involved in a car accident.
Oh, shit.
He's fine.
Okay. All right. So Bryce Young put a hit on him.
Maybe. I mean, honestly, they've sucked for the last couple games. Like, they might go back to him at some point.
No, they can't go back to. They can't go back to
terrible. But
listen, Dalton has been marginally better than Bryce Young. Bryce Young would have probably lost the last couple games by like 80 points each.
They almost did the last game. I think it was like 40-something to nothing or something, right?
I would be lying if I remember the score.
But I will say also the Bucks kind of got fucking screwed last night. They lost Evans and Godwin.
I know. Oh yeah, 40-7 against the Commanders. 38-20.
They're on like a historical run of giving up points right now.
36-22. That was the first game. 34-24.
Has anyone scored under 30?
Raiders, Chargers.
Oh, yeah.
That's preseason. Yeah. Giants are going to get there, man. I can't wait for the 3-0 loss in Germany November 10th.
Dude, I don't understand how they keep scheduling these international games, and every single time it's like the worst possible matchup.
Now, I get the Jags because like their owner wants to move the team to
yeah.
London. Like, I get it. What was it? It was Patriots, Jags, someone else.
It was Jags. It was literally last week. I watched it. I don't know.
It doesn't,
But even the Germany games, like it's what, Dolphins, I think? Or is it you guys?
It's Panthers, Giants.
Like that's just, even going into the year, like you knew that was going to be terrible.
Oh my God. Don't show this.
Like, imagine living in Germany and like having one game per year that you can go to, and they fucking give you this.
So looks like a couple years ago or last year, Dolphins Chiefs had to be a good game. I imagine. I think
Tua was out, but I could be wrong. Also,
whatever.
Are you sure these are from Germany? Oh yeah,
that's 2023, 2022. So I think these are all Germany. So Germany game highlights. I imagine these were from Germany. Because I think this was the one where like Brady like tried to catch Leonard Fournette's pass and got lit up or dropped the ball or something. So.
Oh.
This is embarrassing. Take this down. That's a what?
Just a bad game. If that was in America, that'd be a bad game.
That's the How do I say this? How do I say this without getting in too much trouble? Germany's paid enough for World War II.
I was going to make a joke about that. I'm letting you do it.
I was like, I had to think about if I wanted to say it, but they've suffered enough.
This might be worse. Sorry, that was insensitive.
Oh, God.
No,
shut up.
I'm
You're
just
right.
joking. This is bad, though. This is bad.
Oh, they want to respond. I have an answer.
Just say it.
They won't. They'll deny this one happening too.
I think there'll be evidence of this one.
There was evidence of the other one they denied. We're going to hell.
Oops, someone's knocking on my door.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh, I just bought a case of Top Shot packs.
Do you want to share your screen?
I totally did not buy those.
Okay.
I'm really contemplating it, though.
If you do it, like, I'll add it as an addendum, or we can, like, open it.
I don't think I'm going to end up doing it, but it would be funny.
It'd be kind of fun. The last case of thing I ripped was the McDonald's All-American packs, and I did quite well.
Did we ever talk about that?
I don't
know if you wanted to, but...
We can. I'm going to grab the cards I hit real quick if you want to just talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, so essentially it's the 2023 McDonald's All-American, I think. It's like the basketball product. And what was it, like $1,000, Dave?
It was $1,000. The main chases were Bronny James, Juju Watkins.
Yeah, it's like not licensed stuff. I mean, there's chrome, there's paper, like next day looking autos. There's some nice stuff in it.
I mean, I did quite well. So
yeah,
I opened.
Dave probably had one of the best possible cases you could get.
So this is all going to PSA, by the way. Gold refractor, Bronny James to 50.
He says it's going to PSA. It's never going to get there.
I'm dropping it off this week.
Mm-hmm.
Juju Watkins to 25. Insert.
Dave's a big women's sports fan.
Love women's sports. I know all.
Which Dave named 3 WNBA players that aren't Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and yeah.
Shit.
Name two.
I was gonna say Scotty Moore. That's an NFL.
We're going down. Name 2.
God. Deanna Taurasi.
I don't fucking know.
Brittany Griner.
Oh, I guess she counts. Is this Diana girl real?
Paige.
Nope, that's college. You got 2. I mean, I'll give it to you if you want to stop there.
No, Sabrina Ionescu.
Okay, you got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Dare Ungabawale or whatever. Dare.
Nope.
She's really good. I think she's on the Dallas team. That's the only one I know that you didn't say.
Future WNBA star Juju Watkins.
Dude, those fucking cards sell for a lot.
Oh no, I know. I got another Juju Watkins auto there too. No, I did quite well here.
Like you could probably like sell both Juju Watkins autos and buy a Patrick Mahomes auto.
That's the scary thing about it. Is I probably could. But yeah, I had a sick case. Yeah, shout out to P Diddy because I got 2 of the boys inserts to 25. I don't know how this happened.
You should send them to Beckett for black labels.
Ooh. Another Juju Watkins. There's some cool stuff in here. It was definitely a fun case. I actually texted Kai if he wanted to split a case at $1,000, so 500 each. It's a lot of work. I actually sold a lot of the other stuff I top loaded and penny sleeved. I think I got like $100 out of that stuff. So 10% of the money back there already. This is the stuff that's obviously going to grading. Some other things in here that are not from
the problem for you though is like I don't think you could top this case.
No, this was the best thing I could have gotten. I have to go grade this still. My AI, that's Jam.
I thought that was one of the women's players.
That'd be really funny.
Oh.
He was in the set, but this was from a $3 pack. It tops Chrome G League to 50.
That Modest Brazili's.
Yeah, that one looks cool.
I think he's gonna be good. I'm surprised he wasn't on the Rookie of the Year thing we were looking at.
And no, and then I got this in $1 lot. Nico Collins. I didn't read that. PSA 10's like $100.
I've been buying a lot of his like cheap RPAs while he's hurt. I think they're gonna like almost double by the end of the year. Honestly,
wouldn't shock me. And by the time I get that back at $19 or whatever, he could be healthy and I can get 5x my money.
Yeah, I was bidding on he had a True Prism Gold ending on eBay last night. It was a PSA 7 because it was off-centered though. I lost by like $10.
That shit is the worst. So one last thing we could talk through, as we're mentioning grading, gives me a good intro for Bulldog's question or comment. Diminishing value of PSA 9s. He understands for new raw, but for all thick, it's just crazy. Grading has gotten to a point now where like any card that's reasonably a couple $100 raw needs to be graded. Like there's no longer that collector aspect of things where you can just leave things as is. If you are doing this as an institute to make money, you have to grade everything you own that's over a couple $100 raw. It's wild.
Yeah, I don't want to call it like a grading problem because it's not like a problem. Like you can grade whatever you want to grade or whatever, but it's getting to the point where it's like people would rather buy raw cards because they have the chance of getting a 10, even though the likelihood is that people have already tried to grade those exact raw cards they're buying. It just like I think it's a combination of like people that don't know what they're doing combined with like degenerates who don't know how grading works, and a combination of like I don't know. There's just so many factors that go into it. It's like it doesn't really make sense. Obviously, like a 9 should obviously be worth more than raw, but it's just the gambling part that so many people came into cards with, like whether that's a repack or whatever, like buying cheap rookies, but it's just all part of that. I feel like
it's gambling on top of the fact that like people have now fully accepted cleaning of cards. I've come out and said I'm okay with it at this point, and I used to be vehemently against it, but PSA doesn't care or can't catch it or tries to tell you, hey, we're going to stop this cleaning thing. Motherfuckers, you still let the Wemby 1 of 1 be cleaned and acknowledged in your headquarters, and you fucking did nothing. Therefore, I don't care anymore. You can upgrade your terms and conditions all you want. That card has not been decertified. Therefore, your opinion's invalid. I don't really care. Like, make a fucking stand.
Well, I don't know. It's just weird being in a time in cards where a 9 literally sells for less than a raw card. Like it just is hard to like wrap your head around.
It is. Dude, like that is why the people who are grading cards constantly, who are cleaning and prepping, once again, if cleaning cards is such a bad thing in our industry, why do multiple booths exist at a Dallas card show? If I really wanted to and I want to make sure these cards are perfect for grading, hey, Mr. Minty, hey, striving for 10, here's $10 per card or $15 per card. Do your work. If I didn't want to do it myself.
Well, I would say even bigger than that is if it's such a problem and you want to stop it, why are you letting every single one of these people be authorized dealers with you? Why is that allowed? Makes
money.
No sense.
all comes back to money.
That's how you
And
know it's fake. I mean, you can't put these things out with not letting people prep cards or whatever, and letting the people who prep cards for people be authorized dealers with PSA and Beckett. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
no, it doesn't. It's completely hypocritical. Like the conversations, Kai, that you and I can have off this podcast with people who have the most insane collections and what they're willing to admit off camera versus what is said on camera and on stream for people is asinine. I heard a lot of things over the last couple of days over millions of dollars in cards that were very questionable, that would never ever be acknowledged on a stream or a podcast because they don't want to be associated with it. People want to be more honest with you, obviously, off camera, and we are becoming a resource for people who want to get information out there.
Hotline.
I'm a crisis. I'm gonna go fall out a window, or like what's happening?
No, I'm saying we're the crisis hotline.
Are we the crisis hotline? No one, like, dude, we're out for ourselves, and that's fine. Like, just we have to drop the charade. And I mentioned this to a couple people in the last few days. This is unfortunately no longer a hobby for 99% of people who are out there online. If you're out there online, you are probably doing this for money, which is fine. You have to acknowledge it and you just have to live with it. The days of it being a hobby for people online presently is gone. If you want to collect cards in your own time, you're just chilling out, no one's going to bother you, dude. The barrier of entry is zero. That's great. If you're posting about it online, you're traveling to shows, you're making deals, you're selling items, you're trading items, well, you're doing it primarily either because you love the industry or you want to make some money, which is great. And just be real about it. Like, I don't understand the people who say, like, you got to keep this a hobby first, you got to do this or that. The money in the industry has changed forever. It's different now. It will always be a little bit different from what you remember as like a little kid or even 5 years ago. It's changed in my hobby lifetime. It'll change in yours too.
Yeah. I mean, it's always going to do that. So
it is. It's just like you have to just be real about it. Like, I don't know what else to tell you.
I'm turning into an old head, Dave.
Dude, I am an old head. At 28, I'm an old head. Like, at least when it comes to like the online sports car world, absolutely. You're an old head too. You're an OG, especially when it comes to Instagram. You are probably one of the older. Your account might be older than mine.
Probably, yeah.
Like, you're more of an OG of this industry now than I am. At least when it comes to the online Instagram space. You're not on fucking blowout forums.
No, I actually was. I don't really use it though.
Okay,
so that's where I started. Actually,
that's hilarious.
Yeah. I think I was on blowout when I was like 12, 11 maybe.
But there you go. Then you really have seen the industry change, whether or not you knew what was happening then versus now. Like, you have perspective. I have perspective. A lot of the people we're friends with have some perspective. But even then, some of our best friends in this industry got in during COVID and made a killing. And I'm happy for them. They deserve it. They've done great work. But it's work. It's not their hobby. It's their industry that is leading them to do all these great things.
Yeah, that was back when you had Photo Bucket.
Never use Photo Bucket.
Yeah, you would use a Photo Bucket and you'd paste a link to your Photo Bucket for your stuff for sale.
I think
there was no Instagram.
I think people still do that, but like by the time I got into cards, Instagram was the thing. I don't know why I made an Instagram because I never used one for my own personal life, but like, yeah, I just happened to fall into the right place.
No.
I'll end with one last thing because this is funny and everyone's gonna get mad at me anyway. I made my first tweet this decade when Deshaun Watson got hurt. Oh no, it wasn't when he got hurt. I'm sorry.
After we're done, you got to give me your Twitter. I didn't know you had Twitter.
I don't use Twitter at all. It literally was the last two things I posted on Twitter were like sharing Nasty Breaks' like break thing for like a free spot in like 2016, and then making fun of Deshaun Watson because it was like such a clear burner of him. I was like, this is clearly Deshaun Cosby's burner account, and that was the last thing I'll ever tweet probably. That's all I got. Yeah, listen, that's it. I fight to be petty, and I win to be petty. That's it. Thank you guys for watching and listening. Next week, we'll talk about Dallas, which will be my last major show of the year, and we'll see how I feel about things going into the end of 2024. So thank you guys for watching. Peace.